Can AI outperform a human when predicting football scores? In this video, I've put the combined processing power of ChatGPT and Grok against myself, an avid football fan, and predicted the upcoming Europa League games. Then when all the games have been played, we're going to find out which is better, human intelligence or artificial intelligence. All right, let's kick off with RB Salzburg versus Go Ahead Eagles. And Grok has predicted a 2-1 Salzburg win. ChatGPT has predicted a 3-1 Salzburg win, and I think that is going to be a 2-0 Salzburg win. Then we've got Basel versus FCSB, and Grok is predicting a 1-1 draw, whereas me and ChatGPT both agree and are calling that a 2-0 Basel win. Moving on, we've got Midtjylland versus Celtic, and Grok is predicting a 2-0 Celtic win. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-1 Midtjylland win, and I think that's going to be a 2-2 draw. Up next is Utrecht versus Porto, and Grok thinks that is going to be a 2-0 Porto win. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-1 Utrecht win, and I think that's going to be a 1-0 Porto win. Then we have Red Star Belgrade versus Lille, and Grok is predicting a 2-1 Lille win. ChatGPT is predicting a 1-0 Red Star Belgrade win, and I agree with Grok. I'm calling that a 2-1 Lille win. Now on to the next one, Dinamo Zagreb versus Celta Vigo, and Grok is predicting a 2-1 Dinamo Zagreb win. ChatGPT is predicting a 1-1 draw, and I think that is going to be a 2-0 Dinamo Zagreb win. Then we've got Malmo versus Panathinaikos, and Grok is predicting a 1-0 Malmo win. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-2 draw, and I think that's going to be a 2-1 Panathinaikos win. Next up, we've got Nice versus Freiburg, and both the AI models are in alignment here and are predicting a 2-1 Nice win, whereas I actually think that's going to end in a 1-1 draw. Moving on, we've got Sturm Graz versus Nottingham Forest, and Grok is predicting a 1-1 draw. ChatGPT thinks that Sturm Graz are going to win that 2-1, and I think Nottingham Forest are going to win that 2-0. Then we've got Aston Villa versus Maccabi Tel Aviv, and Grok is predicting a 3-1 Aston Villa win, and me and ChatGPT are predicting the same, which is a 3-0 Aston Villa win. On to the next one between Bologna and SK Brann. Grok is predicting a 2-0 Bologna win. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-1 Bologna win, and I agree with Grok again. I think that's going to be a 2-0 Bologna win. Up next is Fenerbahce versus Victoria Plzen, and Grok is predicting a 2-1 Fenerbahce win. ChatGPT is predicting a 1-1 draw, and I think that's going to be a 2-0 Fenerbahce win. Then we have Ferencvaros versus Ludogorets, and Grok is predicting a 2-1 Ferencvaros win. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-0 Ferencvaros win. I think that is going to end up in a 1-1 draw. And next we have PAOK versus Young Boys, and Grok is predicting a 1-1 draw. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-1 PAOK win, and I think that is going to be a 3-2 Young Boys win. And on to the next one, we've got Roma versus Rangers, and Grok is predicting a 2-1 Roma win. ChatGPT is predicting a 2-0 Rangers win, and I am predicting a 3-0 Roma win. Moving on, we've got Real Betis versus Lyon, and Grok is predicting a 2-2 draw. ChatGPT is predicting a 3-1 Real Betis win, and I think that's going to be a 2-1 Betis win. And the penultimate game, which is between SC Braga and Genk, and Grok thinks that is going to be a 1-0 Braga win. ChatGPT thinks that's going to be a 2-1 Braga win. I actually think Genk are going to nick that one 1-0. And finally, the last game, which is Stuttgart versus Feyenoord, and both models are aligned on this one and are calling it a 2-1 Stuttgart win. I think that's going to end up in a 3-2 Stuttgart win. So here are the full list of predictions on screen, so you don't have to take my word for it. This is going to be my first time predicting Europa League results. I do think it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I have to admit to you that I don't know some of these teams all that well, so there's been a bit of educated guessing going on and just a little bit of sort of surface level research gone into it. I've done 2 results so far where I've gone head to head with the AI, and at the moment I'm coming out slightly on the bottom there, but it's still very close. So let's see how these Europa League games go, and then hopefully you'll join me for the results video. And that is pretty much it. I'd just like to quickly say, if you did watch up to this point, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And while you're here, if I could just ask you to subscribe to the channel and like the video, I'd be very grateful for that as well. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.